Born and raised in Melbourne, Australia, how could Andrew Chen be considered a Singaporean talent? Well, the 20-year-old musician spent 10 years of his life in Singapore playing in bands and honing his craft.
Here I am standing willing to bear my soul. I didn't think that I would suddenly lose control.
The R&B musician regularly visits his family in Singapore, and this time around he is back to share his soulful music at the 2010 Mosaic Music Festival.
Because I'm hoping that you just might hear me. If I sing this one, you just might see me with a little help of the moonlight. You just might feel me. Try to get a little closer tonight, and that's where we could be.
Andrew moved to Brisbane when he was 17 and is currently pursuing a degree in music production while writing and performing his music. But has he encountered any difficulty being Asian and performing soul music in Australia?
It's interesting, they see you right away. They can remember who you are, you sort of stand out a little bit, and it's really helpful, when it came to getting gigs. And I'm also a session musician, so I play in a lot of other people's gigs and all that. They might rope me in, they might need a player to fill in or something. So it's good in the sense that it's easy, to remember who I am and know my face, I guess, over there in Australia. But yeah, to me, music transcends completely.
Although not uncommon, you'd be hard-pressed to find a 20-year-old singing soul and R&B with such conviction. Does his age work against him when he is writing his music?
That's why I, would choose to sing songs that that I had, sort of lived through and lived about, And as you encounter more situations, obviously that opens up your repertoire. And I think the sincerity in the music is very, very important, which is, why I'm glad that you brought that up. Like, something happens to you and right away inspiration strikes, as cliche as that sounds, but it's true, and that there will be people who have felt the same thing and have been through the same situations, and it's sort of consoling when I hear other people write songs like that.
Between traveling, writing, producing, performing and studying, what does Andrew get up to for some good old fun?
Horror movies, man. I love horror films. I love swimming. I used to play a bit of basketball. These days, it's tough to get around to doing much more than the music, because it's all consuming, isn't it? I find anyway, to really be a full-time professional musician. There's a lot of traveling. There's a lot of driving. There's a lot of rehearsing. There's a lot of phone calls and things like that, and admin work and all that. So it's tough, but I couldn't ask for any more. I'm very blessed.
And to prove that he hasn't lost the Singaporean in him, we ask him what are his favourite local dishes.
Man, nasi lemak, that's represent, prata, yeah, for sure, man, for sure. You don't get that anywhere else.
If you thirst for local music but want something a little less rock and a lot more digital, the Karl Marker Project are the Singaporean duo you want to meet in the next clip.